Right everyone, it is Finn here, and Ghana have done it again because, ladies and gentlemen, it is official. Tariq Lamptey has agreed to play for Ghana and is expected to represent the Black Stars at the World Cup 2022. This is absolutely gigantic news for the Black Stars. Obviously, I literally released a video yesterday saying that it was official that the Arsenal striker, Eddie Nketiah, has chosen to represent Ghana at the World Cup. So now, obviously, Ghana have just announced that they've got another player that could represent them, and it is absolutely gigantic news for the national team. Obviously, with the World Cup coming up at the end of the year, with the African Cup of Nations next year, Ghana have seriously upped their game and they've really improved their squad, even over the last 2 or so days. I mean, they've even spoken about the likes of, obviously, Inaki Williams joining the Ghanaian national team, obviously Hudson-odoi. Ghana could have a brilliantly scary squad heading into the World Cup. And of course, as I said, today's focus, it is on Tariq Lamptey. Now, of course, as I said, just looking at him, 21-year-old right back for Brighton. He's considered one of the most promising young talents in the game of football at the moment. He's been playing for Brighton for around 3 seasons now. Yes, he has struggled with injuries from time to time, but when he has played, he has been brilliant and a crucial part in Brighton doing well. Now, obviously, I mean, he would be swapping international allegiances from England to Ghana, as he was born in England itself. But I mean, looking at the England national team, it is such a competitive position. I would definitely consider the right back position for England to be the most competitive position for a national team, maybe in the entire world. I mean, if you look at the competition he would have had for England, he would have had the likes of Kyle Walker-Peters, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Reece James, Kieran Trippier. People joke about it, but Aaron Wan-Bissaka. There are a lot of brilliant English right backs, and Tariq Lamptey, it would have been difficult to make it in. I'm not saying that it would have been impossible to make it in. I mean, obviously he's been linked to England as of late. People have been talking about the fact that he could be called up to England for the World Cup 2022. But of course, that chance is officially over, as Lamptey has just announced, or it has just been announced, that Lamptey has chosen to represent Ghana. And as I said, I think this is an absolutely brilliant decision for all parts. Ghana have gotten themselves a world-class right back. I will call him that. I mean, he is the kind of right back who maybe in a year or two could play for a top 6 or top 7 team. Obviously, the likes of Lamptey, once again, he's going to get more regular international appearances. Obviously, for England, he has represented the under-21s, obviously, with 2 games for them. Hasn't played a game for the senior team yet, I don't believe. So, you know what? As I said, for all parties, I believe this is a brilliant decision. Obviously, looking a bit further into the article, Tariq Lamptey switches to Ghana, has been complete personal trainer of the player said. Ghana given a major boost with news about Tariq Lamptey's switch. Ghana qualify for the 2022 World Cup. Brighton and Hove Abion defender will be playing for the Black Stars after agreeing to represent the country of his father. Obviously, his parents are from Ghana, so that is how he is eligible. London-based Ghanaian coach Freddie has said on Kumasi-based Pure FM. Tariq Lamptey has been on the radar of Ghana Football Association since making his debut for Chelsea against Arsenal in London Derby in January 2020. Once again, exactly like Hudson-odoi, who's recently been called up, exactly like Eddie Nketiah. Once again, I mean, Chelsea have got quite a strong Ghanaian link there, but once again, Ghana are doing something very, very impressive at the moment. They are adding so many young players, and as I said, Tariq Lamptey definitely going forward is a brilliant option. Looking at this Ghanaian national team, I think they've now sorted out their attack by getting the likes of Eddie Nketiah in there because he can play with Andre Ayew and so on and so forth. You've got your Hudson-odoi in the midfield, you've got your likes of Thomas Partey. Once again, Salisu is kind of expected to represent Ghana in that centre-back position at the competition. They've got brilliant players everywhere. So to get a young, promising right-back, once again, it is something that has been so impressive from Ghana at the moment. I mean, as I said, he could play for a top 6 or top 7 team in my opinion. I wouldn't be surprised if he made a return to Chelsea one day. I mean, you're looking at Azpilicueta. Obviously, he's leaving Chelsea at the end of the season for Barcelona, supposedly. So, I mean, maybe he could make a return there. As I said, he is such a brilliant looking young player. Obviously, Tariq Lamptey's switch is done. He is available now for Ghana, and it now depends on the coach if he'll invite him for upcoming games or not. To be honest, I shouldn't be saying this, but the switch is on. I mean, or the switch is done. Once again, I mean, it all depends on whether the Ghanaian coach calls him up, which by the way would be absolutely ridiculously stupid if he didn't call up a brilliant young player like Lamptey. As I said, he has struggled with injuries from time to time, but I mean, in terms of a modern day fullback, Tariq Lamptey going forward is such a brilliant player. I'm a Manchester United fan, I would admit this. At the moment, I'd rather have Tariq Lamptey in my right back position than Aaron Wan-Bissaka. The promise in this kid is looking so tremendously exciting, and once again, Ghana have snatched themselves up a real talent. Look, obviously normally I upload World Cup content once a week, every single Wednesday for World Cup Wednesday. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Don't forget to subscribe if you like that kind of stuff. But of course, I mean, I had to do this. As soon as I uploaded my video yesterday about Eddie Nketiah, it was released that Lamptey has also qualified for Ghana, and I just thought, you know what, I can't wait another week to make this video. I have to do it now. This is absolutely gigantic news, and now I believe more than ever, Ghana should have a chance to escape their group of death during the World Cup. I've spoken about this many times before, but they're in a group with Uruguay, Portugal, and South Korea. It is a tremendously tricky group, but as we know, Portugal from time to time, they have the ability to flop. They almost didn't qualify for this tournament. As we know, Uruguay has got some brilliant players, but I would almost consider a lot of the players in that squad to be injury prone. So all I'm going to say is it just takes one or two things to go wrong for the other nations, and I think Ghana would have a really solid chance. Not saying that they depend on all the other teams not doing well for them to do well. They do have a brilliant squad, but these are new players that are being introduced to the squad. We don't know how they're going to play together. We don't know how they're going to play in a national team together. So of course, once again, we need all the help, or they need all the help that they can get, or they can take all the help that they can get. But saying that, I do believe that Ghana, as I said, versus the likes of especially Uruguay, they should have a real chance of qualifying for this competition. Yes, I know lots of people talk about the fact that Ghana are by far better. I've heard people say that Ghana are better than Uruguay and Portugal because they beat them or they drew against them about 10 years ago. Ladies and gentlemen, we cannot live in the past. We have to live in the now, and we have to talk about, is this current Ghanaian squad better than Uruguay, better than Portugal? Can they play better than those two teams? And as I said, I think now more than ever, they've got a solid chance. They've got a brilliant manager, obviously. I think their team is looking really, really good. Obviously, qualifying for this competition should prove that they are good enough to be here. I'm very excited, personally, to watch Ghana, to watch an African nation do really, really well in this competition. And as I said a bit earlier, it depends how these players play being introduced to this national team. And I mean, if you think about it, they should do relatively well. You've got the likes of Lamptey, Hudson-odoi, and Nketiah. All three of those players are English. All of them have played in the Chelsea Academy. All of them have played in similar systems. They obviously speak the same language. I mean, hypothetically, you should think about it, they should play really, or at least decently well together. They all play in similar systems with their teams in terms of the way that their teams play. As I said, it's a very, very exciting time to be a Ghanaian football fan. And as I said, I just couldn't wait another week to make this video. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is it for today's video. I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on the Tariq Lamptey situation. And yeah, it is looking very, very promising, if I may say so myself. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to put down in the comment section down below, what is your prediction for Ghana's group at the World Cup 2022? I want you guys to put the placement of all the teams with Portugal, Uruguay, Ghana, and South Korea. What do you think the final group standing is going to look like? As I said, I think it's so tremendously exciting. Don't forget to subscribe down below if you want to catch more of my content in the future. Once again, I try to do as much content on a regular basis. Unfortunately, college has been beyond busy for me at the moment. I've just realized how much I'm moving my hands this video. Anyway, we move. But yeah, as I said, college has been relatively busy as of late, so I have been doing quite a lot of work on TikTok. I have been uploading on TikTok. Don't forget to follow me, Fincross Football, on TikTok if you do want to catch more of my content in the future when I'm not super active on YouTube. But obviously, don't forget to subscribe to me on YouTube. Would love to hit 4,500 subscribers very, very soon. Don't forget to like the video. And yo, Tariq Lamptey, this is going to be massive. Thank you so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. This has been Fin, FYNN. Cheers.